So Captain Starlog Supplemental. After receiving a distress signal from Fosstarian II, we have met with Regent Tresta Zameline and CEO Velasquez Delason to help with an ongoing infectious plague sweeping the planet. Even though the Fosstarians, following a strict policy of isolationism, Dr. House and Lieutenant Sova were able to discover and replicate a cure. Additionally, it is of note that the researchers of Immunocore have not been agreeable to work with. Despite this, I do intend to dispense this cure to the Fosstarians. Unfortunately, before we can do so, we need to get the global panic under better control. Regent Zameline tells me that a water treatment facility in the city of Peldranar is an ideal location to start with such a task.
So that's where we begin. Let's start with Sova.
Okay. So I would turn slightly, like I wouldn't turn all the way around, but I would turn slightly and say, I am assisting your people with this disease as I was instructed to do.
I see that, but it seems like you are sending information off of this ring to someone else.
Of course, our doctor is on the Drake, and I want to make sure that he is kept up to date. So when he comes over, we won't have to take the time to re-explain things.
Why is your doctor not here on the ring?
He had important business that he had to take care of before he was able to join us. But I have been informed that he is on his way.
Well, I will speak to him when he arrives then.
As you wish.
So we cut to House in the med bay. So you just kind of put together the cure and you understand that you're able to dispense it to people. You have the capability of replicating it and getting it to people. It's just a matter of
doing
numbers. And
yeah. So, House to Captain.
It's me. Hi.
Hello, Captain.
Hello. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Captain. So, Captain, I have this antidote in a state where I would be ready to mass produce it, if that is what you are wanting to do.
I think these people deserve a cure, so let's do it. I've received word that there's a water filtration center that might be the best way to go about dispensing the cure for such a large population of people.
Now, is this a thing that everyone on planet is aware of, or is this like a covert thing?
Good question for GM.
everyone aware of.
Like, does everyone have access to that water if we treat
No,
it?
it's like to a city.
Then no. Everyone deserves. Does everyone have a water city?
Every city has a water treatment facility.
So we can put it in every city's water.
We would just have to visit every city.
I'm not trusting Immunocore to dispense the cure to every country or city or whatever. So we'll do it ourselves again.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that was more my question was
Okay.
like, you know, if I'm asked by anybody. And are we just, we're just deciding to do this as Starfleet?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna ask permission to help people. They've asked for help with the cure. We found it. I'm not gonna ask for permission to give it to people.
Should you tell them what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll at least give them that courtesy, but I'm definitely not gonna yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Obviously, my first and foremost goal is to cure the people. Like,
Yeah.
about their
I could care less about their
society
politics.
and government and politics.
Yeah, agreed.
But I just want the order from the captain.
Well, let me go ahead and have a conversation with the regent here, and then I will get right back to you. I say, please tell it to me.
Okay. And she says, yeah. Hello, Captain.
So I just got off the line with my with my
I
doctor.
just got off the horn with the.
And we have the cure. We're ready to dispense.
Really?
So what I will be doing is putting the cure in the water treatment. So that way the cities can all get it fairly and evenly. I'm not
That sounds fair, but I'm surprised that I didn't hear this from the CEO.
He has been unwilling to work with us. And with all due respect to you, and I'm sure you'll understand this, I'm not putting the lives of millions in the hands of a woman who doesn't seem to be interested in helping her people.
Well, all due respect, Captain, I understand that you're trying to help, but unfortunately, I know this person better than yourself. So I will consult with them first before I agree to any task that you want to accomplish.
Okay, well, let's see if we can make a decision quickly so we can help your people,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
of course.
So Silva and Mescal see the CEO that was standing near them, see them like you can tell that she's getting like contacted.
I walk over.
And she
I wanna
walks
walk over.
away from those two.
Oh, okay. I want to meet them.
You're walking to
Yep.
these two? Okay.
Yeah, just so we're together.
So she walks away and she has about a 2-3 minute conversation with her.
Mhm.
And then the CEO comes back and says, Captain, I spoke to your lieutenant and he said that your doctor was coming soon. Nobody told me of this cure. What is happening?
It all happened so fast. Your grace. How do I address you? CEO. It all happened rather quickly, and I might have neglected to tell you, but yes, we do have a cure. My doctor has done great work in record time, and what I've proposed to the region is that we put the cure in the water systems in each city.
I mean, that's all fine and great. I'm happy to hear that there's something, but you've been here for just a few hours. So we would want to do like extensive testing before distributing it to our people.
Oh, that's fair.
And
Don't like it.
we understand what you're saying, but there's nothing saying that this is permanent.
Mhm.
So
Well, I hear you, and
are you open to the idea of just like while we run tests on this cure that we perhaps like find a way to intensify or modify the radiation that's being produced from the ring?
I don't feel like that's helping you at this point. I feel like you need to be putting your energy into giving this cure the okay.
I agree that there definitely needs to be looking into this thing that's been discovered, but it's been found that this radiation has dealt with the cure. So we want to focus on an immediate thing because it's going to take time to look at this cure.
If you were so confident in your radiation cure, then why call us here in the first place?
Well, we're hoping that you guys can help us to like modify it or help it be stronger in use.
The radiation?
Yeah, we found that that's most effective. And
But it's also killing people at the same time.
well, we have means to stave off those type of things.
How long?
Well, that's where we're kind of stuck. We were hoping to not have it be forever, but we're also trying to find ways of making our anti-radiation medication stronger in tandem with making the radiation bombardment intenser or modified in some way.
Let's speak again when my doctor is here so that he can speak with you about what he's discovered about the cure.
I just really honestly wish you had talked to me first. By telling the regent, they're going to assume that all of this is fixed. And we're at stage 0, really.
Well, she told me to talk to you, so it doesn't seem like she's going any further.
I guess.
We both have the same interest here, fixing this and making your planet safe for your people. I apologize for going above your head. Now let's work together.
Fair enough. Okay, so what are you telling House to come here?
Yeah. So I'll just relay like
I'm on the first shuttle down.
I'll just relay to him, like, kind of what just happened and like,
Now,
I'd
here's-
like you to,
Here's my question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Am I playing it pretty close to my chest that I went to the planet and took samples?
Because you haven't, in the game, he hasn't told anyone.
I have not told anybody.
Roll
Oh,
command,
just tell me.
just tell me.
command insight, difficulty 2.
Now let me buy momentum.
Okay.
12, 11, 15.
That's only good.
So from what the captain has told you and from what like Jahan and other people have kind of like filled you in with, you get the impression that something, based off of what you did in your research, like something's not adding up. Something is not, what's being told to you seems like there's a couple of gaps in it.
So Knightley's suspicion is practical. We don't know where it's directed exactly.
Seems like it.
But I know based on the planet samples that disease
Is a real disease.
but it was altered.
It's now mutated, yes.
Okay, so that's just something that I'll keep.
So we're gonna,
I'm in a shuttle pod. I'm in a shuttle pod 2
Yeah.
on my way down.
he's coming. And you dock at the ring and as you exit, you see Sova and your nurse and the captain all standing near this quarantine field where there are sick Fosstarians before. Now, you haven't seen what Fosstarians look like because you've been on the ship.
Oh my God.
Arhat is on the ring, but he's a little farther back.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you come off the shuttle, you are immediately confronted by the CEO.
Oh, boy.
She says, Doctor, I'm told that you supposedly have found a cure.
Yes, supposedly.
Well, if you don't mind giving it to our researchers here, we can do an extensive study of it, and then perhaps you could help us modify or intensify the radiation. As like an immediate solution to our problem.
So I have no problems giving you my sample to run in the lab to do your own testing. The issue is that I have found that your radiation fields have outrun their course.
So let's have you roll command insight. Difficulty 1.
8, but I also rolled a 1.
Excellent. You
Oh
have,
wait, nope. Hold on. That's a 7.
okay. So two
That's
successes. Two successes.
One momentum back.
Momentum back, right?
No, wait. Both. So when you say that,
Oh wait. Nothing.
she's dead. when you say that, you see across her face that she's really not happy that you just said that.
Out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
May I walk to join them, please?
You may walk over to them.
I'm walking.
So
Okay.
judging by your facial expressions, I am under the conclusion that either you knew that or you didn't want to know that.
You are very
So which
observant,
way
doctor.
is it to the lab?
It's the anxiety was
I believe this is the time when it would be appropriate to escort you and your couple from the ring.
Interesting.
So-
Interesting. I'm here now.
So I reach out
Oh my God.
and I say, well, that's very interesting, but I'm going to deliver this cure. And I attempt the Vulcan neck pinch.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Are you trained to do that?
You're going to find out right now.
Oh.
Okay.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. 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 I'm never giving up.
You are going to do, you can pick science or medicine, and then you're going to roll daring with it.
I'll pick medicine.
I'm going to make it difficulty 3 because you're reaching like at her.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But
if
she
you,
doesn't know that I'm a Vulcan.
correct, but you're still like
So-
reaching your hand out at her.
Yeah.
You're not behind her.
But
Oh,
she
we
said
knew
we
that
need,
you're a-
she said that we need to leave, so I'm just like gesturing like, okay, weird.
Oh, you're being
Yeah.
more coy
I'm not
about
like, oh god, pinky,
it.
pinky. I'm like, okay, so we'll take that under advice.
Okay.
I'm gonna just squeeze as hard as I can.
Okay. So
I'm not trying to force
Hey.
you.
Okay. So then I'll knock it down by
Oh, now it's a 5.
She sees right through you.
I'll make it a 2.
It's at least a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't like yeah, it's a 2.
Yeah.
She doesn't care for it.
Okay.
Well, that's a 2.
So it's a 2. Oh, I need a 15. Let me buy my mentor. He's gonna add counter damage. You know, it's the
Counter.
yeah. Ah, my thumb.
So I have 2 successes.
All right, so I need
Oh,
Jeez.
you need 2 or 3 successes to
Yeah.
succeed.
So I need 15. Okay, come on. Here we go. Here we go. It all
Because
comes down to
the
this.
attacker wins and ties, right?
Oh no, my dice.
Instigator takes and ties. Yep. Oh, 10 success.
2 and 10. 2 was under my medical. That's 3.
Well,
Great.
if you have a focus.
I do have a I have a talent.
No, talent lets you do it. Focus.
I have a focus in.
Do you have hand to hand or like being deceptive?
Ooh.
So I'll just roll my HP.
So you've already
So it's still
succeeded.
2. It's still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you succeeded, but now we'll see if you get your momentum back.
Yeah.
10.
Yep, so you got 1 momentum back.
Thanks, my dude.
My medicine is 5
Plus 1.
plus 1.
So roll that many dice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So it's 5 or more is instant injury.
Yeah.
Did you roll any specials?
2 special.
So if he tries to avoid injury, it costs +2
Yeah.
for him to avoid it.
I think she'll just take it. I don't think I'll try to avoid injury. I don't want to blow all my. I do the hitman thing. She's right there at the pod. You just
Boom.
That's a good point. Is anyone watching this happen besides the captain?
I would assume our hat can see it because he's always watching.
But no, I mean, any of her people can, any of her.
There are many people standing around, but like I thought you meant like players.
No, I meant because our security guards like watching him.
They're
like,
going to see this happen.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I'll tell them to stand down.
So
Like, they're gonna look at
you
me.
reach over to kind of like be, and you see her kind of like turn to like not let you put your hand on her kind of thing. And you just kind of reach just a little bit farther quicker and you press in and you watch her, like just her eyes roll back and she starts to just fall backwards.
Nice.
So you guys,
Yeah, I catch her.
okay.
Pretend she's having an incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, sudden heart attack.
Oh, God.
I'm a doctor, so I know. Get this woman to medical immediately.
Okay. So that's what you're,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, I was totally playing it off.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, this was the, oh, I thought this was hypo spray. This was.
Okay. Okay. So as you cradle her from falling, multiple guards are approaching. And they hear you say that she's having some sort of medical issue.
Mhm.
So roll a medicine presence, difficulty 4.
No
Well,
way.
Okay, well, I'm here so I can assist.
Yes.
Get out of
Yes.
here.
And I have,
Ruining my life.
There's 4 momentum.
Jeez. So I'm not like telling everybody like, oh, I'm taking her aboard. And
No, I understand.
I'm just saying like,
You're explaining why she's collapsing.
yeah, something happened and now
Right.
she needs medical assistance.
push one of Epi.
So,
I
so
understand.
even that is still like,
Oh, yeah.
So they're in on it. They're in on it with her. They wouldn't be. They
Oh,
would not
yeah.
be.
Oh no, everyone's having a medical episode. Uh-oh.
The radiation
It's just
finally took her out.
Sova and House. They're right.
Yeah.
So Adrian, you're gonna roll command daring.
Do you have value you can use? in
I'm
this
gonna
situation?
roll one dice.
Yes.
I have a value in everybody lies.
That works.
Ooh.
She's a
Yeah,
filthy
it's
lying liar.
It's your line.
And she
I
is.
believe one of my core values is that I believe that everybody lies at some point about something.
And that's what you're doing right now.
I'm lying, and I
That's-
believe she's lying.
That's more than fair.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay.
So that starts me off with 2
So you
successes.
have 2 successes right now, immediately.
All right, so
Okay.
let me buy 1 momentum
Yep.
and then roll 3. What did I need? I needed a 12.
I succeeded.
6, 8,
That's 2. So now we back to your 1 back.
3. So
So the 1, 2, 3, 4 of you watch as House.
Do I know what?
reaches- You've now, because now you heard people approaching.
Okay.
So what you see and what the nurse sees
I'm here too.
is House cradling the CEO and like talking to the guards, and all these guards having their weapons drawn and pointing them at House and you because you're next to him.
Did I see the neck pinch? or-
No.
Okay, so I don't know what he did.
No,
Okay.
no. I would say only the captain and the commander saw the neck pinch. Oh, well, the commander saw House put his hand up here.
Yeah.
You saw.
But I don't know that he has Vulcan ability.
Right, but you saw him do.
Yeah.
You saw him squeeze the.
Vulcan? Thanks, Batman.
and I would totally try to play it off with everybody. It's like I saw her eyes roll back and I reached for her.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
I
Right,
grabbed
right. So this is what you really ham it up.
her.
You really try to thing. And you watch the guards kind of look at you and they very slowly and very like not wanting to be convinced, but they are return their guns back down to their sides.
Yeah, I'd be like yelling at them to get like a cart, like a medical cart.
And so you see multiple researchers, like scientists, come out and they're like, what happened to her? Like what's going on? So they bring like a gurney over to you and you put her on the gurney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they start to wheel her like into another,
Yeah.
like essentially like a hospital room.
So their medical staff would deal with that.
Mhm.
So as soon as they're out of like earshot,
Okay.
like everybody, the security.
Yeah. Security is not going too far away from you. Most of them walked with her and the researchers, but there are some still guards around you guys.
Yeah.
They're not right on top of you, but if you talk too loud,
Yeah.
they're definitely going to hear you.
Okay. Whisper.
I just tell the captain, like, Captain, we need to administer this drug, like immediately.
Okay, let's do it. I'm not interested in these people anymore. They clearly have something to hide. And their people are at risk.
We need to act while she's out. She won't be out very long.
Yeah. All right.
And or the medical staff will see pretty shortly that she's
Yeah.
suffered from a neurological
Right.
paralysis.
So you are reminded that the water facility treatment facility is still like lingering. There's still a problem happening.
All right, so I'd like Arhat and Sova to stay here and see about shutting off the radiation to the planet,
Okay.
which I know is gonna be hard because like we still have all the security and scientists and stuff up here. It's not like they're on board,
Okay. Well,
but
Since the CEO has now been incapacitated, does that mean that another representative would come in place?
it depends on how long she ends up being incapacitated. So they're trying to ascertain whether or not she's like permanently out of the loop now, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
was
This
just
is all
wondering.
happening. This is all happening with like seconds to minutes kind of thing.
And let's have the doctor and I call the regent so we can like have her come up and meet us. So let's send Jahan.
What's the nurse doing?
Assisting Sova.
Yeah,
So the nurse.
the nurse
Sova
can stay with
and-
Sova and Arhat.
Okay.
And then let's have Jahan and Clark go to the water filtration
Okay.
thing and like fix it, like actually fix it, but also put the cure in it.
Okay. So you and the
The
doctor.
doctor are going to find the regent.
Okay. So you're gonna go down like the cable back to the capital. Okay.
It's just us in there.
Also, when
I think
what's
so.
her face wakes up, any of our people are immediately going to be in danger.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Like
Yeah,
people
before-
that are on the ring right there.
That's true. How long does it usually take for a person to wake up?
Basically like a scene.
All right, well, let's get this done fast.
Let's get it all done in once.
Neck pinch fast the last couple hours.
Yeah.
Easily.
So you two are gonna go down these orbital tethers that go down to the capital. The doctor and the captain are going to go down these orbital tethers. Milek is gonna undock from the ring and go back to the Drake and pick up Clark and Jahan. And once he does that, he's gonna fly to the water treatment plant that's at the city, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure
And
they have
then
a cure.
Arhat, Sova, and the nurse are staying on the ring.
Yeah, so kind of like the three of you guys, like kind of hang out, see if like be covert, you know, don't just be like, we're turning off this radiation, we don't give a flying slip. See if you can kind of decipher what is going on
Okay.
and like that's the ultimate goal.
So now the directive to Sova, Arhat, and the nurse is to find a way to turn off the radiation on the ring.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Before
Keep your knife ready.
Yeah, for real. Keep your knife out. Kill as many as you can. I'm just kidding.
So before the captain runs off, I just do the stereotypical captain. I
the
must
Vulcan.
inform you of the
Yeah.
prime directive one. Are you ordering me to do this?
Do we have the prime directive in this timeline?
you have general order 1.
Okay.
I want the millions of people safe, so let's focus on them.
So
The
that's
needs of the many.
it was just one of those Silva's covering his butt.
Yeah,
He's like,
absolutely.
You understand that this is a thing. Are you ordering me to
Yes,
do this?
I am ordering
doing-
you.
We're doing needs of the many long before it's possible.
So then my answer would be, if I must.
You must.
You must.
So you two go down the elevator,
Okay.
down this orbital tether that goes.
Yeah.
There is a diagram of where you are on the tether as you're getting closer to the planet.
So I'm just looking at the monitor
Yeah.
with my hands grasped behind my back and I say, sorry, I didn't see that. But I did what I thought was right at the time.
What happened? What did she say to you?
She
No.
kept insisting that we increase the radiation, and I have found that the radiation has outlived its course and it will no longer help. And as soon as I said that to her, she gave a look
Mm,
that I knew she knew that she was cooked.
mm. Oh. Yeah, I got very similar vibes from her that she didn't really want us here or really want our help.
Yeah.
She was angry that I went above her head and angry that we had a cure.
As soon as I deduced that she already knew about the radiation, she told me that we needed to leave the planet.
I'll be damned if we leave before these people are cured.
I am going to administer the cure. So I figured that I would put her out for a little bit. So that being said, when she wakes up, we need to act quickly, and we really need to express to this region, if you trust her, you need to express to her that like her people are trying to keep the people down,
Yeah.
and that we are just trying to help, that we're going to help by any means necessary.
Let's have a conversation with her.
Oh,
See if
boy.
we can get her to on our side. If not, that's her problem.
While all this is going on, I would want to find a highest ranking person possible who is not part of the company. Like, find like a head scientist, or if there's a government person, to see if I. I'm supposed to try and turn off the radiation. Even if I physically turned it off and we left, there's nothing stopping them from turning it back on.
Right. Well, you know by you kind of standing there and watching the ongoings while all this other stuff was happening with House and Sova earlier and everybody, you have been able to really easily deduce that there is no government representation up on the ramp. It is just this medical company. So you find that following where the CEO went is where most of the officials are gathered in her hospital room. And when you progress to her room, you see that the CEO is laying in the bed, and they're hooking her up to monitors to assess what's wrong with her, and that there are other science officials in there as well, trying to ascertain what's going on. There you have the lead researcher that Sova had spoken to earlier. He's standing there in the room. You're able to relatively assume that this individual is a person who has high authority.
I would just want to mention to him, when you get a chance, I would just like to have a word with you.
He says, okay, and he steps over to you.
I overheard our doctor say that the radiation is not working against the virus that's ravaging your planet. What you may want to do is check and see how much radiation it would actually take to kill the viruses, because if radiation does not work even at higher levels, you may want to also check other avenues. And also, if the radiation doesn't work, something to consider would be turning down, if not turning off, the radiation. That way, if our cure does actually work, you could be heroes having taken back your entire planet from this plague.
Roll a command insight difficulty 1.
Need a 12. Nope.
He says, oh, okay, Commander, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. If you could just excuse me for a moment. And he walks farther down the hallway away from you. Okay. So what we will do is we will cut back to Clark and Jahan basically now coming back towards the planet. We'll say that enough time has kind of gone by for these two things to happen. So
Okay.
you guys are almost at the bottom.
Yeah.
He's trying to get to the bottom of this, and you guys are now landing at the site. What you guys see coming down in the shuttle. So this, once you said, Andrew, this is a new scene.
Okay, so -1.
Yeah. What you see is several industrial buildings near a reservoir that form a complex of water treatment. And you can see farther over is a city. And the complex appears to be completely abandoned. You can tell from flying above it in the shuttle, and that there's these enormous pumps, which you're able to deduce that these are the things that purify irradiated water. But they stand silent and motionless. And that there's this stylized illustration of a planet with a thick ring around that's on like every building. So as you land, you kind of see, it's hard to make them out because obviously they're going to be little, but you can kind of make out that there are like people walking around. But they're not like right where you're landing, obviously, but they're out there near the water treatment facilities.
And some binocs. Take a look to see who's actually on this thing. If it's,
Yeah,
corporation folks, or if it's just.
gotcha.
Does-
Well, I'm going to spend 2 threat,
That sounds really.
I just got here.
and then
Yeah.
either you can spend 2 momentum to get rid of what I created, or you can roll a reason science difficulty 2. Somebody can, either Clark or you.
How good is Clark in science?
Very.
Reason in science, you say?
How good is reason in science for Clark?
Oh, just.
I have a 12 in those things.
We have 4 momentum, so
I have the same.
Oh. We should probably just momentum it and get rid of that nonsense.
Yeah, I have 12 too.
Because we gain back momentum like
Say we
hotcakes.
tag team it.
Okay, so when you are looking into the scanner to ascertain what type of people they are, you get a lot of like radiation interference. But you're able to deal with that interference and fixate the sensors better, and they're just civilians. They're just Fosstarian civilians who are walking around. And you're able to deduce that they have the virus.
For
Oh,
consistency,
Yep.
let's just say House, where he left the shuttle, he took a vial and he made 4 other vials. That's all he had time to make. before he left.
Okay, in the ride over. I go.
So these guys took 1,
I go. No.
and House has the
and now
other.
there's 3 on board.
Yeah, he just gave it to Milek and had
Yeah.
him.
Right, which is fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. So I would say that you have enough for both water treatment plants and maybe like a grouping of small individuals.
Mhm.
That's probably what those 4 would get you.
Yeah, which is all I had time.
Yeah.
So what is small?
Like under 20.
How many people did we scan?
There are about 20 to 25 people out there.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So Ensign, it seems that we're tasked with getting this into the water supply, which, as we see it right now, is not actually working. So we should probably see who's in charge down here on this plan, if anybody. Go from there.
We can't just dump it in the water supply.
Well, we'd have to fix everything first, and we need to find out what the actual problem is. So
Mm.
we might want to get some information from these locals.
So you open the shuttle pod doors and you begin the walk to the water treatment facilities. And as you walk, all right, both of you roll a d6 and then just tell me what you got. Yeah. Death.
Delta.
Wow.
We're the best engineers.
Wow.
Okay.
Starfleet.
Mike really.
Okay.
GM.
So both of you get
Yeah.
to roll command insight. No,
Is this good or bad?
The reward is you gotta
command
roll more.
insight difficulty 1. Both of you can roll it separately.
Insight. Oh boy, that's a 12.
I got 12 and a 13.
I got about 12 and 19.
So
Okay.
you both succeeded.
Both
with that.
succeeded, yep.
So as you're walking towards the facility and you're discussing what you're going to accomplish, You're able to kind of put together from the Fosstarians that you can see way off. They're pretty far away, but you can tell by their body language they don't seem reasonable. They don't seem calm. They seem very panicked.
Set phasers to stun.
So you have a water treatment facility plant to your right,
Yeah.
where the people are, and ahead of you have another plant, and that's where most of the people are scattered from left to right around that plant. There's a smaller plant to your right.
We stop and we look and notice all the people are frantic as they're right. Let's start at the right one.
So you go. That's relatively close to where the shuttle pod is, and there are like you can see that there are like empty drums that perhaps people maybe brought to like local villages or something. Like they're empty. You don't really know what they were for, but it seems like it was maybe to bring something to and from the facility.
Is there an engineer in charge of the water treatment plants?
The water treatment plants from your outside view looking at them seem like there's absolutely nothing happening at these facilities. Like they are completely abandoned. So it seems like I'm from the outside. Let's have you do, one of you guys pick engineering insight. And it'll just be a difficulty 1.
I got it.
I think you have a higher engineering.
That's 15
Yeah.
total.
Mine's 14.
Hi, I am chief.
You got 1 point above me.
I wanted it to just be a horrible
Yeah.
mess. Now I got 2 successes, a 3 and a 13.
So 1 momentum back. So Jahan, you see that you're kind of pretty much able to put together where like a central control room would be. And that this is where the pumps that channel water out of the reservoir. This is like where it's happening.
All right. Ensign, do a scan on these pipes, these outflow pipes. See what kind of compositions we're dealing with here. We can see if there's any kind of residue, perhaps some sort of radiation.
You can roll a engineering insight difficulty 1.
I was say house is supposed to be the sarcastic one.
Yeah, you're bleeding.
4,
Bleeding over.
which is my exact engineering number.
Do you have anything in machinery or?
Yeah, I have
Focus in SAS.
Yeah, I have everything covered.
Yeah.
I have machine operation.
You have machine operation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So,
An engineer.
so you get 2 successes from
An
that.
engineer would not have
Yeah. I'm sorry, how many ground vehicles can you deal with?
Oh,
None.
I work in space.
That's right, you don't even know what the ground is.
Never seen it.
Came off a space station.
So
So he gets 2 successes from that. I don't know what his other role was.
It was not. No,
Okay, so 2 successes.
So we got 2. Or no, how many successes did you need?
I just needed 1.
Was 1? So, okay, so we got 1 back.
When you are looking at the output, you can see that from scanning it, that it was at one time putting out clean as it possibly could be water. Obviously, it was still irradiated to some degree because the planet is being bombarded, but it wasn't an extremely high dose of radiation as it is now.
So they didn't put anything in the water initially.
I would assume that the water flow is not flowing because of either pumps being bad, full of radiation gunk, and filters being full of stuff.
It's definitely due to it being broken.
Excuse me, it's been a couple days.
Okay.
Excuse me.
That seems more
Yeah,
panicky.
I'd be panicky.
Okay. All right.
So what can we scan and see if the pumps are all functioning?
Yeah, you can go inside and look at the controller. One of you can roll engineering, reason, or control, difficulty 2.
All right. So I'll.
Can I assist?
Yep.
Excellent.
I think it's all.
Did you really? What'd you get? Because I got a 1 success.
Oh, this is going to be even worse than.
You got a 0 success.
You gotta tell them what you got.
No.
20?
20.
Excellent. So I'm going to create a complication on the scene.
So do you want to use it before he?
I kind of want to see it play out.
Is he okay?
Yeah, we are engineers after all.
Let's,
Go ahead.
things got to be worse first, then we'll make it better.
So you guys are in the machinery and you're trying to put together, how does this thing even operate? Like, what's the problem? How does this really complete its cycle of pulling irradiated water, cleaning it, and then dispensing relatively safe for consumption water? As you're doing this and you're starting to basically try to get something to work and like put two and two together, it makes this like really awful, like loud noise, which both of you are feel fairly certain that if it was loud enough inside the building, it was likely loud enough to be heard outside of the building.
All that group of people that are all frantic standing at the other building.
We're going to get mobbed.
That's
So-
not a fixing, guys.
I run over and I put a wrench in the door.
I'll assist with that.
Wow, yeah. That's
Yeah.
real.
What you doing?
Okay.
Absolutely.
I will, let me look at my thing here.
Better safe than sorry, Ensign.
Don't come in yet. We're still working on it. Yeah.
So it's engineering, daring,
Oh my god.
difficulty 2.
Am I also rolling that?
Are you,
Oh, I'm helping him out.
what are you doing?
I'm assisting him with the wrench.
Sure.
A big wrench.
How are
That's a
you
big
doing?
wrench.
Is it a really big wrench?
huge.
I'm not buying
We're
that.
door.
We're both. We're cramming that.
I'm not
thing.
buying that. No. Nobody brought no 2-person wrench.
It was already
It was in
there.
It was in there. It's a station.
They were using it for the big
It's a
relief
torque wrench.
I know what's inside the building.
We're in the building. I'm giving him positive reinforcement.
Okay, there we go. Engineering presence.
You believe that crap?
Oh yeah.
But you don't believe it's a big wrench in a
Nope.
water treatment plant.
No.
Do it, Ensign. You're doing it.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Do it. Put it right there. Right there.
Let me buy one.
Okay.
Oh, 10, 11.
Off by one.
Which is
My
two.
encouragement.
That's two.
Wasn't heard
No.
over the loudness of the wrench.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Yeah.
12. Yeah. So you got the one back.
So as you were cramming this wrench into the door, I think you heard Jahan telling you how to do it, but
Technically, it's called a
you
spanner.
well, yes. Right.
I thought you knew what was in there, but
Well, maybe it's not. And you think you heard Jahan cheering you on or telling you something, but you're pretty sure that your time in here is now on a timer to probably people
oh, absolutely.
coming to here. So you return to the machinery, the control room area, and one of you can roll again, engineering, control, or reason.
Engineering control.
Yeah.
Engineering control.
You want to
You want me
buy?
to
Yep.
try to assist you?
Difficulty
Yeah.
2.
All right.
Well, that didn't work out well. That's like,
We got the wrench.
I got the wrench thing good.
I got 3 going, so we're fine. Let's do it.
What was it? Well,
I got 2 19s and a 2.
Do you have anything focus that can help you?
Never.
You can
Literally never.
you can assist with engineering presence.
so I need 14.
Okay. Don't roll a 20.
8.
There you go. 2.
That's a 2.
What you learn is that there is a biomatter membrane that neutralizes the radiation from the ring.
I figured that's what I figured it was.
So that the water passes through the membrane and becomes safe, relatively safe for consumption.
Mm.
Okay.
However, the membrane must be replaced regularly. So this one has worn out, and the facility automatically shuts down the pumps when something like this breaks.
And they would have known that.
Why?
though.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they know that? Well, maybe the panicked, thirsty folks know about it, and so they're too thirsty.
So you know that you have to start like a replacement subroutine, like you have to do a replacement of this thing,
This is all stuff that can be done right from
right? And
this. Okay.
So there's already another like replacement thing inside?
Yes.
for you? So why, I don't understand why nobody's been doing anything.
I think
Do they all
maybe
have
they're
like
all
radiation
rules.
madness or something?
So
Well, let's
do
fix it, yeah.
Okay, who's gonna do the button push?
I'm already at the console, right? So I'll just do
Yeah.
it.
So roll
But
a d6. Okay,
Two
Perfect.
bursties.
perfect. So as you press the button, the pumps whirl back to life as it replaces the membrane, and the water supply begins to start anew. However, the pumps are obviously loud and obvious.
Mm.
As you guys are like, very good, like happy, pleased with what's happening, you start hearing banging on the door.
Okay, so I go over to the door.
Okay.
Is it like a metal door?
Yeah, like kind of like your office doors, but they're metal and they like lock into place.
Okay.
Ensign, were you expecting company?
They can hear me through the door.
They can hear you sort of,
There's any windows?
because you can't really hear them. You can hear like muffled
You just
shouting.
hear, like banging.
Yeah, you hear banging and like muffled shouting.
No windows on that side of the building?
No.
Ensign, ask him who's there. So then while he's going to answer the door, I'm cool.
You go over to the water output and you
Copper.
put in the medical solution that House replicated.
So I don't know what to do. Do I want to open the door and talk to these people? They seem.
Is the clean water going outside or is it inside?
It's going to the city.
So it is
Like
going
the
out,
capital is
It's
where,
going to the city, a particular city called Pelgenar.
not the capital.
It's not
not the capital.
Capital
it's
has
not.
their own stuff and it works beautifully.
I was gonna say,
Oh, that already works.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
We don't give a
yeah, they're inside like a radiation
Flip.
bubble, so they have no
Alright.
anything back.
Well,
So I do have my fancy detector antenna. Now that they're very close, would I be able to sense or see how they're doing out there?
I'm not going to have you roll because it's very obvious that they are desperate and are very
But
frantic.
but now that they're out there, now that they see the water flowing.
They have an idea that the pumps are working,
Yeah.
but they don't know anything.
And we cannot hear them, like hear anything legibly through the.
Not through the door. And the camera doesn't have any audio pickup.
If I'm on the camera, how many people are out there?
There's about 15 people
A
out.
lot of people.
I say we open the door and just talk to them
All right.
and just tell them that we fixed the situation.
What's done is done. We've
When they
already
come
put
in,
everything
when
in
they
there.
come through the door, they can automatically tell that everything's fixed.
They can see that the pump.
Water's flowing.
They will be able to
pumps are
see that the pumps are
Yeah,
working.
they don't have, it's like
We don't-
an
We don't know if they even work there, if they're just an angry mob
Well,
of civilians.
This is true. This is true.
So you remove the wrench.
No, I don't know. Now you got me. Now
I'm-
you got me questioning it.
You already did.
These could be the people who broke the water system. They were hired to break the water system.
Am I? So you can see that they're panicked,
Yes.
but through my fancy headgear and behavioral perception, wouldn't I be able to tell like immediately if they were like angry
Angry
or if
mob.
they're just like,
Yeah, you don't think that they're angry. You get the impression that they want to come inside.
Does he get the
All
impression that if they come inside, they're going to murder us?
if they're not angry, I
You
can't
don't get the
imagine.
impression that they're trying looking to.
I don't think
kill
they're
or
gonna
hurt
yeah,
somebody.
just casually murder.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
all
let's
right.
open the door then. By all means, let's open the door.
So you pull the wrench away, and
Then
like,
unlock the door, slide it open.
and just as you're twisting it to unlock it, it's forced out away from your hand,
Yeah.
and they start to push in a little bit. They're not being like aggressive to you, but they are enclosing on your space.
Yeah. So I just kind of put my hands up
Yeah.
and I say, okay, hold on. Everybody relax. We have the water pumps under control. Everything is fixed. We're Starfleet engineers. Everything is under control. Your water is flowing.
They express to you that they have no clean food or water currently, and that their symptoms are way worse.
Yeah.
And you can tell by looking at them that they look even worse than what you have heard about what's happening on the ring. Like how
Wow,
those
so they're a bunch
infected-
of lying Fat liars.
So
They are pleading with you guys to go back to the ship. They don't
with
want
us.
with you.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna kill everyone in the.
Ensign, you should let them in and let them to the taps so that they can.
Yeah, so I would explain to them, like, Starfleet is here, we have it under control. Our doctor administered the cure, it's in the water supply, drink the water.
Go home, drink.
But we will have to communicate with our captain that, like, the situation here is much worse than we've been told.
And so a couple of them you can see are kind of are reasonable and are like, okay, but there's a few of them are not really of the greatest thinking, and they keep pressing that they just want to go back with you.
Yeah.
They don't want to be on the planet anymore.
We took the shuttle down.
Yeah.
How much room do we have in the shuttle?
You can probably fit an additional like 6 people.
And how many
We don't want to carry diseased people to our ship.
And the doctor's not on board.
No. And neither is the nurse.
So that would express.
While we communicate
Yeah.
to our captain, please come in,
Yeah.
drink, and wait
And
until
we're not,
further instructions.
we're staying here.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
We're not going back to the ship yet either. We're not leaving the planet until it's resolved. But we can't take you to the ship. We don't have a doctor or a nurse on board. They're on the planet fixing your planet. So we'll stay here. Do we have anything on it? We can't replicate food. We can't, we don't have rations.
You have like rations in the shuttle.
Have at it. Open this, give them rations. I mean, I don't know how much is in there, but
As the ranking officer, I'll agree with you and allow that to happen.
I knew you would.
There's about 15 of them. About 5 or 6 of them go into the facility.
Okay.
The other ones don't. So the other 10 or so
Outside.
are outside and they're not going in the facility. And you can tell they're not as reasonable as the ones who have gone into the facility.
Right.
So these are the ones you're leading to the shuttle?
I'll bring the rations
Okay.
from the shuttle. But when I go out to the doorway, I ask the group of people out there, say, who's in charge of this facility?
It's a Immunicore.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you here directly in charge
No,
with this facility?
no, we live in the city.
You just take orders from the Immunicore, or
We're just citizens of the city. We just
Okay.
came to find
Did
to get water.
Did Immunicore like abandon this facility?
Yeah, I think so. We don't know.
So they
It
didn't
just
work. They
suddenly
didn't work
our
here.
water. No, we didn't work here.
Okay.
It's just suddenly the water turned off in our homes, that we came here to ascertain what was going on.
All right, and hold tight, and
Oh, I'm
We're
getting
gonna go.
raged.
Why
I
would
will
they
bring
send
back
us?
rations from our shuttle.
Why would they send us there to fix it, knowing that like we would have communication with the people?
Well, the region did.
Yeah, Regent's not in on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, we need to talk to her.
As you're walking to the shuttle, most of them are walking with you. They're not staying with him.
Right.
Okay. All right. Which is fine for the moment. All right, so I make my way to there, and so Melek's in the shuttle?
Yes.
Okay, then halfway there, I tell Melek to bring the rations out. So Melek and I are meeting halfway. I got the other group of people behind me.
Okay.
And then you can speak to the captain in relative less insanity.
Yeah. So I would just communicate with the captain that like the situation down on planet side is a lot worse. That the corporation had abandoned the water filters, the water pumps. The water is working now, but these people down here have no food and they've had no water for like 3 days. And they don't work in these pumps. The corporation ran these water places and they just abandoned the people. They're begging us to take them off planet.
So you're getting this information and
As we're heading.
practically as the orbital elevator is like reaching where you guys left them.
It's like perfect timing.
I am on my way right now to speak with
work
the regent.
fast.
Yes. Let's leave these guys there and let's cut back to you and the doctor talking. So you come down the orbital tether to the Capitol and you progress
Like that.
towards the capital, which is, again, it's not very far. These are close to where
Okay.
the regent. And you don't get very far. There are obviously like officials and like guards and stuff, and they
Okay.
see you and they direct you to the regent.
Excellent. Okay.
Let's basically say you're walking into like where the regent's office
Okay.
is. So
All right.
you see the regent is like not like in a frantic thing, but you can tell that she is like on communication with like multiple people.
All right. So I walk into her office and I say, Zameline, we need to talk now.
She says, Captain, I left you dealing with the water treatment facilities. Why are you here in the city?
I have my crew is working on it.
Oh, okay.
Why is it abandoned? What happened?
I don't know about it being abandoned. I was just told it was broken.
Is Immunocore in charge?
Of the water treatment facilities, yeah.
And why aren't they fixing it?
I was told that the facilities were broken and that because they left because infected people were coming to the facilities, so they left.
But if they were the only ones that knew how to operate the water, then obviously the water plants aren't
Right.
up and
And
running.
that's the part I don't know.
Well, the people who live in that city don't know how to operate the water.
Are you aware of the condition of the people? Have
No.
you been there?
No,
When's the last time anyone of the government, not Immunocore, has been to any of the cities?
it's been days. We've
Well-
been just focusing on trying to prevent the spread from covering every continent of the planet.
I need you to be real with me right now. You need to tell me right now the truth.
Mhm.
Are you in on whatever is going on with Immunocore controlling everything and killing these people? Because if you are, I tell you right now, you will not walk out of this office.
Wow. Wow. Did you really say that?
Yeah, I sure as flipped it. I am angry.
You're gonna roll command presence, difficulty 3.
We have
Difficulty
three momentum
Let me
clear.
buy one of them.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah,
You,
You look real
because
intent.
we're both standing there and we're both not happy.
that's fair.
I'm gonna use do no harm but take no guff as my value.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to use.
So you need one more success, and he's gonna be command presence as well. Okay, there you go.
So I have 3 altogether.
Ooh. 5.
I literally got all 3 successes, and one of them is the exact number I needed.
Are we banking them all, or are you going to bank 2 of them and use 1 to really lay it into her?
Yeah, let's do that.
When you convey this to her, you see that she is frightened of you. She's very scared of you. She says, I really don't understand what you're trying to say to me, but like, I'm not hurting people if that's what you're inferring. Like, I don't know what you mean by, am I in on it? I don't know what you're implying, but
Can I roll to see if
So-
she's telling the truth?
I will say with you spending that other momentum to like push it over the edge, you can tell
Okay.
that like she's terrified of you and is not trying to,
All right, then I
she's not
sit down.
covering something up.
Okay, you can stand by the door. I
Yeah,
guess,
I'm not
if you want.
going anywhere.
But I'm gonna sit down.
So I inform her that, so the CEO of Immunocore, she is involved in something. From my research, I can tell that she is involved in something. I blatantly questioned her on a few things, and I can tell from her response and the look in her eye that she is keeping your citizens sick.
We've discovered that the radiation treatment has not been effective for a long time at this point, and when confronted about it, she tried to kick us off.
She keeps telling us to make the radiation stronger. And from my medical research, from the original planet, I have found that this virus came from that has been mutated here on this planet.
You went to Fosstarian
I
1?
did. And I found traces of the same virus on the planet side.
And you're not sick.
I'm not sick. I have created a cure.
We all took
You
the,
went to Fosstarian 1 and you're not sick.
No.
I understand what you're saying, and I, by no means do I not believe you, but I would like to see it.
No,
And not just
Okay.
take.
we can show you all of my
we'll
research.
show you the evidence.
And also our best engineers have already fixed your water treatment plant, and you have people on the planet that are begging to come off planet with us. That's how dire the situation
They're
is on the
sick,
planet.
disease, they're dying, they're hungry, they're
And as medical
thirsty.
officer, I can't allow that to continue.
So she gets up from where she was and she walks over to a comm thing.
I will tell you that the CEO has been, she's in the medical wing. She'll be
I know
fine.
she's in the medical.
She'll be fine.
Okay. She's in the medical wing and it's fine.
She is fine.
She'll wake up in a few hours.
She'll be fine.
Why is she?
Well, like I
Sweet.
said, when she went to kick us off the planet,
Wow.
we decided that that was not going to happen. We weren't going to let all your
Oversharing at
fine
this
people
point.
starve to death.
Everything is on the table right now.
Okay.
You called us here for
She-
help.
I did not want her to stop our progression. I know medically what is wrong with your society and I know how to fix it. But I was not going to allow her to kick us off planet before we fix the situation.
So as you are telling her that, and she's standing by the comm thing, our hat sees on the ring the lead researcher that he was speaking to come back with several guards. And he is saying, as he's progressing down the ring towards them, they are ordering the three of you to leave the ring.
I looked immediately to our hat and
Okay.
like, what are we doing?
Same. I'm just a nurse.
The problem is we don't have a shuttle at the ring because the shuttlecraft went down with Jahan.
Yep.
So
So
we,
there is another shuttle. There's another shuttle pod back at the Drake, so you could have another shuttle. That's the issue. You can have a pod come back.
or we'd have to use the elevator, right?
Well, no, they're asking you to like leave. They're not asking you to go. They're not giving you access to the planet.
Okay, so they're like, get out, get in your shuttle and get up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I would do is tell them we need our shuttle to come here to get us, so we are going to have to wait.
That's fine. Well, you can wait over by the airlock. So he escorts you over to the ring. These 5 guards watch. He goes over to the comm thing, and you guys, the doctor, the captain, see the regent take a call from them, and he tells the regent that basically to not trust you guys in general, not like specifically you two, just the people from the Drake. So she takes the information and says, "Thank you very much, doctor. I will do my best to meet your recommendation." She ends the call and looks at the two of you, and she says, "Neither of you look surprised at that, hearing that phone call."
They're obviously trying to kill the people.
It's a little, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not stupid, but it's just a little hard to believe.
I understand. Well, we'll give you the evidence so you can go over it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we don't know how deep it goes, but I assume if you are telling the truth, that also puts your life in danger as well. Seems like
Yeah, I wouldn't
everybody,
show your hand yet.
seems like everybody's already been going over your authority.
I mean,
I understand.
at the end of the day, like, really, who's in charge here? Is it them or you? Aren't you the government official?
We work in tandem, but to be honest, they make all the decisions for the planet. I mean, we talk with each other with everything, but at the end of the day, they kind of make the last say. We've trusted them so much for these hundreds of years. There's been no reason to not trust them.
As a medical professional, I understand why they thought they had it under control, and now it's just out of control.
It's only been recent, Captain. It's not been a problem with these people.
I'm glad you called for help.
I feel as if they know that there's no cure, or they don't feel the need to cure it.
Are you privy to any of the like reports on financial gain of the planet? And
I know that they make money off of off of the medication, but I mean, we need the medication.
did it ever
I
cross
agree.
your mind that like
Just because our society doesn't function on monetary gain anymore doesn't mean that our society functioned that way for millennia.
So you guys kind of get the feeling that you're obviously winning her over in the conversation. So then we'll cut back to Clark and Jahan. And Milek comes out and he is walking towards you, middle of the group, with a good portion of rations. As he approaches you, you can see that a handful of the Fosstarians who are there are putting together that this is likely like food. You're giving them something, right? You're offering them something.
Are there enough rations there to give one to everybody?
No,
There's not.
no.
So I'd have to ration the rations?
Pretty much.
Okay. So I go up to Milek with the stuff and I say, we're going to have to portion these out. And I turn to the group and I say, if anybody wants a little bit of sustenance, we have some here. It won't cure your hunger, but it's better than nothing for right now.
So the majority of them walk over and they gladly take what you portion out to them, which is in the bag, which is a variety of different types of dry foods and stuff like that. But there are just like one or two other ones that are just like, they just want to get in the shuttle and leave. They don't care about these rations. They do not care. They do not want to be. They want to leave.
Well, that's their choice then. They have they have the options available to them, but either way, we have to wait.
So you're going to roll security daring.
They're going to karate chop everyone and try
Okay.
to.
You need,
I did it. I got a 4 and a 5. I don't even need to look at the number.
okay. As you're standing there, one of them like kind of swings at you. He misses. So what happens is, as you're sitting, yeah, you watch the person take a swing at you, and they kind of like stumble from not striking you, and then turn back and look at you again.
And exactly what was that going to accomplish?
Let's have you roll command presence difficulty 3.
Yeah, got any of those momentums?
Yeah,
We like kind of system then.
So, are you using a momentum?
I would, yeah, I'll still use momentum.
Okay, excellent.
So Mila got a success.
He did get a success.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling my. So that is a 10,
Oh boy,
and I got a 6 and a 10. Wow,
that's 2 successes. So how many did he need?
and that's 3.
He needed 3, and
I
I
got-
like that one.
Okay,
I
so exactly what he needed.
As you say that to him, you see that the individual just kind of like deflates and very like awkwardly and sheepishly just kind of walks over to the rations and just starts taking a portion.
Excellent. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, maybe everybody can go back and have some water that you desperately need at this point.
And so Milek and you very slowly walk back to Clark at the facility with everybody, nobody straggling, and you all walk back to the facility.
How quickly will the cure fix them? Make them feel better.
It would seem from what House put together that relatively quickly.
Because
Within the day, they would feel pretty good.
we're going to say, I was thinking the people with Clark are already drinking, so they're already cured. So that's another thing to keep in mind when we're presenting evidence.
Yeah, true. In the time that Jahan and Milek deal with their unruly crowd, and you guys are still kind of discussing with the regent, like trying to win her over and see logic and really like help her to understand, like, you're the good guys and Immucor is the bad guys. So the shuttle docks at the ring, and the 3 of you, the nurse, Mescal, Sova, and
Have John communicate with the captain and tell her like what is going on.
I think once we get back to the
okay, so once you enter the
Once we
facility-
enter back, yeah, I'll update
Okay.
the captain because now everybody around's on board.
So now we're in there with her, and now she can hear that like the water treatment is good. We give them rations, but she really knows that like we are like full on helping.
So you're pretty much practically have won her over, right?
Yeah.
You're still outsiders, so there is some just innate suspicion of you all, but obviously your arguments are winning her over.
Yeah.
So as they undock and get back to the Drake, the third in command, Tilly, tells them that they're being hailed. So you get back from the airlock and you get a call from the bridge saying that the Drake's being hailed.
I would immediately rip off the biosuit and go to the bridge.
When you get to the bridge, you see the lead researcher, and he says to you that your presence isn't really required anymore. That they're going to take the cure and dispense it to the people.
Yeah, that's cute.
And you don't have to worry about it anymore, and they'll take care of it.
I would look at him and say, I'm not in a position to make that decision.
Well, who would I need to talk to for that decision to be made?
My captain and the person who asked us to come is higher than you. Therefore, your word has no weight behind it.
Fair enough. I can wait until either Thalayson awakens, or I can try to talk to Captain myself. Communications end with the ring. In the Regent's office, you see that the researcher contacts the Regent again. And he says, Regent, I'm told we've discovered the cure and that the members of the Drake have it, and we're happy to dispense it to our people. Just need the okay, and we can have everybody from the Drake head on out. And she says, oh, okay. I'm happy to hear that a cure has been found, and I will let you know what my orders are momentarily, and I will get back to you. So she disconnects the comm, and she turns to you two and says, so I'm not to believe this at all.
I think they just want to be in control of it. They're benefiting, whether it's financially or some other way, from controlling the people.
Yeah.
And you, quite frankly.
I feel like if they have the cure now, they're going to use that for monetary gain, just as they were the radiation.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean, you have people actively wanting to come with us. So even if it is above board in its monetary gain, they don't feel like it's helping. And they're also not getting the treatment because they have no money. And they're in dire states. The fact that they want to leave the planet tells me that I don't trust anybody administering any form of vaccine or any form of medical.
yeah, you make a great point, Doctor. It's just surprising. It's just a lot of information to take in, and I didn't anticipate this happening today, on top of everything else that's going on.
Well, we see it every week.
Yep.
So as you're having this conversation with her, let's have you're going to play Chew on the bridge. You're going to roll science, control, and you need a 14.
So 14,
And it's difficulty 1.
I'm going to buy an extra.
Mm.
So 14 with 3 dice. I got 2 and a 5. Does she have any focuses that will help?
No.
So all I did was I used the momentum and I got it back.
Okay. So what Ensign Chu tells you, Arhap, is that a section of the ring is detaching from the main structure, and that the section that's detaching appears to be a starship in nature.
What?
And scans show that it is warp capable and has defensive and offensive systems.
How is it in comparison to our ship?
It's relatively the same size.
But same armaments? That's what I was asking.
Let's have you spend a momentum. So what you can see from fine tuning the scan, you can see that they have pulse cannons and spatial torpedoes.
How many of each?
They have 4 spatial torpedo bays and 2 phase cannons.
So they're a little bit more packed than we are. The ensign would immediately inform our hat of that it's a ship and it's a little bit stronger than the Drake. Yeah.
I would take a defensive position, trying to put myself in a place that would be a disadvantage to fire upon. I would try and put myself with the ring behind me and the ship in front of me.
Okay.
So if the ship misses, it's going to damage its own ring. So it'll make it less likely for them to attack.
And if they do attack, it just proves that they don't care about the people on the plane.
Yep.
So as it's about to attack, Silver jumps in the council.
Okay.
So I was going to use a talent that I have, quick to action.
So you're not taking initiative, but after the ship attacks, you can attack twice with quick to action. So
Okay.
the ship's gonna attack you first, and then you'll have the chance to attack twice.
Okay.
Okay. Security weapon.
It was at 0%. We don't have shields.
Hull,
We should have shield.
we have hull plating.
Yeah,
Oh.
we have the polarized hull plate. We don't have shields.
Okay, so I
Hull plating 80%.
have 2 successes.
Okay.
So now I gotta roll my.
All the D6s.
Yep.
Because we have a resistance of 4.
And 20 dice.
Okay. I
Here
do
we go.
3 damage.
So we have a resistance of 4. So you did no damage?
I did no damage.
Very nice. All right, Arhat, what do we do?
I think we should use the phasers and return fire.
I would like to assist with my wonderful scanning systems to
Yep.
anticipate.
Please do.
Okay. What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll science control.
Very nice.
And Mike,
15.
Mike, you can roll a security control for you, and then somebody can roll weapons security for the ship.
Or difficulty 2 for phase cannon.
So difficulty 2.
I got 2. Control security is 16.
No.
I got a 13 and 14.
Okay,
I
that was a success.
got a success too.
Okay,
So we got 1 momentum back.
okay. So now you roll whatever the number is on your phase cannon.
2.
Do I need to roll 8 6-sided dice?
You can, yeah, you can totally.
I think I got them all right here.
Okay, yeah, roll
Tell us what you get.
6,
boy.
6, 6, 5, 5, 1.
So he got 5 specials and 1 regular.
them. Okay.
So it's 6 damage and 5 specials.
Okay, so they have a resistance of 3.
So that means we did 3 damage. And,
Yeah.
But what do we do with the specials?
So the specials, do you have anything marked down for it?
Versatile. It's the same that you have.
So it's a momentum for every success.
So we
So
got
it's 3 momentum.
3 momentum. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're up to max.
So now you're keeping the initiative, and you can attack again.
Okay. And I will assist again.
Okay.
Do you want to roll for the ship again?
Yeah. Got it.
I got 1 success.
So we got 3 altogether. So it took 2.
Okay.
So since we're max, let's use that extra momentum in the attack. So you can get an extra dice.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
So roll 9 dice.
I'm rolling 9 6-sided dice.
Yes.
Yep.
More.
3s and 4s are out.
Yep.
Get so confusing.
Um,
I think it's like regular number dice.
2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6.
So that's how many 5 and 6s for?
I have a total of 7 hits. 3 are 5s, 2 are 6s.
That's 5 specials. So minus the 3, so that's 6.
6, yep.
Can we use the 5 specials to add, because we're at max momentum. So could we use those 5 momentum for 1 damage each?
No, I think you can just increase it by 1.
Increase it by 1? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So we had 6 damage, so now we're at 7 damage. Okay. After resistance.
Yeah. Okay. And now they return fire.
And we don't have a translator on board, do we? Because Jahan is gone.
He's on the planet.
Busy. Because I thought it'd be funny if we had, was the Frenchman from Monty Python. I'm gonna just go over the comm and just be like, I popped my pimples at you.
Yes, I fucked in your general direction.
Success.
Yeah, by the way, back.
So I literally just realized that your number dice are the same layout.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. I had no idea. So that's why you guys are saying 5 and 6 are.
Yep.
Okay, 2. Fours are 0. Wow, you learn something new every day.
What's up?
No, just looking at my stuff.
Okay. This is where you send a virus over or something.
Trying to see how badly he gets blown out of the sky.
Yeah, kill
Piece
him.
of junk.
All
Don't even hold him for questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about where I'm at.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 7 regular?
Yes.
It's minus 4, so you did 3 damage to us.
Correct.
Oh,
So I'll mark 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more hull plating before they start damaging our ship.
Okay,
Now it's back to you guys.
we're hitting them again.
Okay, I'm helping.
that's why he's second.
Oh, I failed.
What is
8.
1 over?
No, I failed 2.
So now you just roll your 8 dice.
We have, before he does, Mike, we have 6. We're maxed out on momentum. Do you want to use any to buy more D6s?
If you want, I'll use.
Because how much does it cost per D6?
I think it's like the same thing. It's like 1, 2.
1, 2, yeah.
Do you want to buy 2 and I will use 3 momentum?
Sure, I'll buy some more dice just because we much.
So you're going to be doing 10 dice.
Yep, I got 10.
Okay.
Keep adding more and more.
Um, 4 5s,
Or 5s.
2 2s, and a 1.
2 2s and a 1. So minus 3. So we're down to 6.
Yep.
And then we can get all that momentum back. Because you had 4 5s. So we're down to 6, right? We use the extra momentum that we can't bank to add 1. So we'll do 7 damage. Did I count right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
So 7 damage.
Okay, so as you hit, you see them break through their shields and it hits and they start to kind of like, not list, but basically like their control of their ship is not as smooth as prior to the weapons fire. So it's back to me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's hope.
Well, I'm going to do it this way instead. So I'll take the dice away when you get into this.
Okay, they take a shot, but they miss the Drake.
Okay.
Eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and disable the ship.
Okay, so
Ooh.
what are you?
Aim for the
What part of the ship are you aiming at? Like engines, weapons? What are you?
I'm thinking about taking out their weapons.
Yeah, go for the throat. So by aiming at weapons, it's difficulty 3.
So,
Yeah. I would like to buy a dice.
okay.
So 1 momentum.
Yep. And then we'll roll. Okay. Nothing.
I got 3.
Did you roll 20? Did you? Yeah. We're going to use a momentum, unless you're banking that 20.
No, I know what I'm gonna do.
So we're using a momentum to cancel that. Okay.
Okay, yep.
All right. So how many successes did you get, Mike?
I had 3 successes.
I have 1, so that's
Okay,
4.
4, yes.
So 1 back.
Crazy, Adrian, you're like behind plants and you see them.
Right.
Drake just blows up.
Like, well, I told you they were bad. And now we're bad. So you're welcome.
No, he said the Drake blows
The
up.
Drake blows up, yeah.
That's what he was
Oh,
And it's like
kill him.
you,
Say go one of
like
them.
you, Isaac House, and like John.
I would kill every one
Live
of
on
them.
this
But
planet.
don't worry, it's Star Trek, so we can just spin around the sun
That's
and
true.
just go back.
That's true.
But the shuttle doesn't have a warp engine.
So we have 5 momentum. Are you using any momentum to buy extra D6s?
All our rations are gone.
Let's play at least one more dice.
All right. We'll buy 1. So
Okay.
that way you can do 9 dice.
Yeah, I got 9 dice. Oh no.
Oh boy. Either that's lots of 3s and 4s, or
The momentum is already back.
oh wow.
I got 2 5s and a 6,
2, 5, and 6.
2 1s, and a 2.
2 and a 2. So minus the 3. So that's 4. So we can bank the 2.
Yep.
And then we'll use, because you said you had how many 5s?
2 5s and a 6.
So that's 3 momentum. So we can only bank 2. So we'll use the extra 1 to do 5 damage.
Okay,
Okay.
so I will roll my dice here. And yeah, so as you hit them, they become disabled, and also they seem to be like they've taken significant damage to the ship. Their systems, their weapon systems power down. Let's say Arhat relays that to you that they're not firing on the Drake anymore, and that you've taken minimal damage.
Yeah, we took 3 hull plating of
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I would look at the region and just say like, well, I think that's all the proof you needed. So it looks like you're in charge.
Well, first of all, did you know that part of the ring was a ship?
No,
No. Okay. Great.
no, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So now you,
Well,
so
it
now
is.
you fully are trust us, I assume.
She understands,
I only believe in science.
and she's like, just deliver the antigen to the people. But I can see here on my thing that the mag lifts going to the ring have shut down.
So we can't get back up there.
Can't get back to the ring, but we're still playing inside.
So
But the
we have no way of getting to the ring.
Well, we'd have to shuttle, right?
She's saying her people, not you guys. She's saying her people have no way.
Is that the only way to access the radiation that they're allowing you? Is on the ring?
Yeah, the ring controls the radiation.
So they're going to have to use our shuttles to turn off the radiation.
So she says, I want her here.
the CEO.
I want the CEO to.
My pleasure. I will go get her myself.
Justice.
So in the meantime, I'll send some crews out to more of the water treatment facilities to probably fix them and distribute the treatment.
Okay.
What does she want us to do about the people at the water treatment plant that like want to vacate the plant?
I prefer them not to go to your ship because there's no need to. We're
There's
dealing
nowhere
with
to
it.
bring any of these people at the moment anyway. It's just they're so desperate to leave because of the conditions. So if
Yeah.
we're fixing the conditions, they probably won't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
So
you do like a plant side like announcement?
she can, but like maybe not everybody's gonna hear it.
Okay. Well, I would do that.
Okay. Yep.
It just makes sense that like if she gave out an announcement like telling people
Yeah, the region
like
to do it.
we're under control, like we're
Or
Yeah, that's like
with more flowery language of like, We're readjusting.
Your lives now belong to us.
No, more flowery language of we're readjusting the government structure.
Yeah.
Right, well, you can't fix it. It's not like she's gonna make that, everyone's gonna go, oh, okay, cool. It's like, they're gonna have some work to do, but that's on them. We gave them the base to.
Just drink.
Drink the water.
Well, you gotta remember, just at the city. Just that city has
No,
we
yeah,
didn't
access
all-
to
yeah, we gotta do all
water.
all of it.
The other cities
And we
do
could
not.
do that by shuttle, right?
And also, the disease is spreading and people are, like, it's not good on the planet.
Can we,
You've curtailed like one aspect of.
And all
Yeah.
these people now too have like seen the shuttle battle like in space. Like it was that close where you can kind of see.
People on the ring definitely saw it. I don't know if a lot of people on the planet saw it.
so how do we get to the other cities? Can we shuttle there?
So your choices are to get to have the shuttle that they have and the other shuttle that our hat got back to the Drake to pick you guys up, or just the one that they have on the planet, or you can transport onto the ring.
I think we're good at the water plant anyway, and these people
do the
trust us. So I say to these people, like, trust us to make things better for you. Let us go do our jobs.
And so they say to you, like, you're going to do this for the other city.
We're gonna start to fix things. You don't have to.
Okay. Yeah.
These people are fine with it.
It's fixed, right?
What is?
The people are saying to you, like, the facility is fixed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can even we'll come back and like show you how to maintain it.
Okay. Can you show us how to start the other one? The one that's right
Oh
here?
yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
bet.
See
Well,
this
we got a
button?
printout going. We got
See this
the
button?
dot matrix printer they got in here. We'll
Yeah,
print you out.
I forgot that there was another water
Yeah.
facility.
Okay.
Well, there were psychos there. We didn't go to
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, we let the psychos come to us.
They take a group of invested civilians to the other facility. You show them how to replace
Yeah,
things
that makes sense.
so that they can deal with it. And now the city is like working at
Are we under the impression all the water things across the world are down?
just this
It
one.
was just that
It
one.
was just
Okay.
this one.
So we don't have to go fixing. Okay.
We just have to go cure them.
So then they're fine. They're not freaking out anymore. They're very happy that things are fixed, and plus the other machine is working. So more people, like the irradiated water, will go away faster now. Right. That's in the city already.
Yeah, it's filtering it out.
Right. 3 of you get into the shuttle, and you go to pick up the captain and the doctor. Right? Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Do this.
Region's not coming with us.
Now she wants you to
bring
bring her. She
And
doesn't-
we don't
she
know
doesn't
where-
want to go to the.
We don't know 100% if she's on that
Yeah.
ship or if she's on the
Can
ring.
she tell where she is?
No. She
And
just
there's-
knows she's on the ring.
And there's no way for us to know by scanning it, right? Because she would just look like all the other
You
ones.
would have had to have taken like an individual scan of
Yes.
the CEO to know where she is.
They're all
So let's transport down to the.
20% of 'Ause
Let's go to the Drake. and
the
we'll
people.
transport.
So you're going to the Drake and
each
transporting.
person.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
who's your away team?
I want all of their characters.
And anybody else?
Give me
Okay.
Sandon.
Okay, so all of the player characters are going.
The entire.
Okay, I will roll for Sandon.
Did we restock and get like phasers on the ship?
Yeah, we're going back to the Drake.
You're back on the Drake. You've
We have
restocked
our
up.
suits on.
Everybody has their suits on.
To gearing up.
It's just house,
Yeah.
it's just house in Med Bay that like the pennies just like
Exactly, yeah. That's all you guys is putting. Yeah. So,
you know the phase rifles.
cue the music. Boom, boom, boom,
I wasn't sure if we wanted to do this
boom,
way.
boom. You're walking to the transporter room.
Say, does our head have
Yeah.
those Mako phase
Oh
rifles?
man,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not invented yet, but yeah, that was-
He's got the Mako in the one hand and the Ushan in the other.
Yeah.
It's waiting.
I come out of my quarters. I have bandoliers on and a hat. Sombrero.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Your like metal antennas have like a
Oh, yeah,
electricity
either.
going across.
So,
like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're gonna have to do this 3 times.
Okay.
You can only do 3 at a time.
oh, we're teleporting.
Good knowing you guys.
Yeah, okay?
Uh-huh.
Who's the first 3?
No,
Are you sure?
Me, our hat, and Sandon.
Okay, you, Mike, and me will roll a single D6.
Okay,
Okay, what did you get?
nothing.
What did you get, Mike?
6.
A 6?
6.
So the three of you transport into the ring, and when you rematerialize in the ring, Sondon is laying on the ground, and our hat's rifle is missing.
Oh, wow.
Perfect, thank you.
Who is the next three?
I'll go next.
Okay, who's going with them?
I'll go with it.
Yeah, send Jahan.
So I'm under the approach because you rolled nothing
Yeah,
and you're fine.
yeah.
Just a D6, you say?
Yep.
So Jahan and House is going.
Jahan,
Who's going?
Silva.
House.
And Silva.
Okay.
Delta. Man, baby.
I rolled a 4.
So you want nothing. Then.
So roll your D6.
1.
Okay. So you two beam in fine, but when you materialize, he's not with you.
Oh.
When you materialize, you're on a weird part of the ring, not with those two, or with the captain, or the other three.
So he's by himself.
He's by himself.
Okay.
He has no idea where he is on
Do
the
I
ring.
still have my bandoliers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is with you.
Do
Now
I
you're going as
can I
Clark.
communicate?
You're going to roll for Clark
All
first.
Like a poncho with the bandoliers double.
Delta.
So
Does he at least teleport with John? That would be great, yeah.
and that's what happens.
Yeah.
As you're just
That'd be
like putting together that like literally nobody's with you. The materializes next to you is Clark.
Perfect team.
I'm just like, oh God.
Okay, which of all of you who wants to roll a science insight?
Science.
Okay,
So funny.
so it's difficulty 1. So
that's
you
fine.
are obviously scratching your head as to what happened to.
I destroyed. Is there focus I can use? Radioactive?
You were yes.
All right. So then I got 4 successes.
Okay, so you have 3 momentum back.
And we were already full, so just dump it
Perfect.
into knowing.
So what you're able to put together, the transporters work, but the radiation interference messed up some of the transporting.
How, like on the ring, how wide are the hallways?
A little wider than his basement room.
I try to beam the ATV.
Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Can I use any of the momentum I couldn't use for him?
All right, so
Just like
I gotta
Right.
find low. I
send the
gotta-
ATV.
Send it.
I have to roll a 13. Low deck, yeah, back on the Drake is transporting.
So because
It
we have
is a-
6 momentum, so I want to use 1 to make this
It is
more
a
likely.
difficulty 3.
Oh, what do you think? Using 1 or 2, or can I use any momentum to decrease the difficulty? Because he's done so many teleporters. He might be able to figure out.
Fair. I can make it a difficulty 2.
I've made him do this so many times at this point that
So I'm gonna
he's
use a
getting
momentum
used
to do that, and I'm gonna use another momentum so he can use 3 dice.
Okay. So somebody can roll sensors engineering for the ship.
You want to do, or do you want me to do?
You know.
Okay, sensors engineering.
Yep.
7, 10.
13.
Exactly a 10.
1 success. 2
Stop
success.
this minutes
I know.
ago. Minutes. It's too late now.
3
Sure.
successes.
4 successes.
4 successes.
So that's 2 back.
Okay, and I roll my d6. And it transports successfully out of the ring.
Somewhere else.
But you have no idea where it went.
Is there?
Phenomenal.
Wow,
So you're gonna have
Yeah.
to go searching for that TV, but it's here.
that's
So
amazing.
let's have.
Scan for it.
Okay, so yeah, so have.
So when I beam it, I'm just like, ugh, and then I start to see the materializing next to me, and I'm like, and then it's Clark, and I say,
Pearson?
Yeah.
okay.
So which one of you wants to roll science control?
I have a 14 total in that one.
Since he has a focus in
I do have a focus
the ground vehicle,
ground vehicle.
so wouldn't it make it easier for him to find said ground
If
vehicle?
you roll your science number, then yes. 5, that's 3.
So if you roll 1, 2, or 3, you get double.
we have momentum, right?
Can
Yeah.
I?
You want to use them?
Let's use them.
All right, do it.
Is he? Yeah, he should be able to.
You
help.
can do engineering presence.
Never in the land.
What'd you get?
I got a 5 and a 2.
So that 2 counts as 2.
Yep.
Ground vehicles.
So 3 successes.
Finally get to
What
use
do I
it.
That's. I got a shoot.
What'd you get? A delta?
Shoehorn
the
it
delta.
in, yeah.
You got a 1? You got a 1.
Perfect.
We have the
I
exact
am not
location.
walking.
So,
We get the 1 back, and then
so
everything else.
yeah, so you scan with your tricorder to see where it is, and it's not too far away. And I'll say with his 1, his critical, that it's in a little precarious of a situation, and you can get it out of the room if needed.
Okay, let's go find
Let's
it.
get some.
Okay, so you make your way to the administration section, and you can tell that the people have held up in the office, and it seems like,
Oh.
and there is a squad of 6 guards outside of the office.
So we're not only trying to find the CEO, but we're trying to stop the radiation as well, right?
And gain it,
And-
gain access back to the ring for them.
Just picture the 4-wheeler beaming in somewhere where it's like, you can't get it out.
Now you rolled the critical. You knew to turn a little bit, and you backed me. I'm on it, and I was like, "You're gonna turn." I go, "Oh."
So you guys get onto it. You guys can see that there's a lobby connected to this office, and there are 3 guards that are out in the lobby area, and 3 are at the interior of the other.
All right.
Are they looking our direction?
Yes,
Oh, they see us?
it is a corridor. No, like they don't see you,
Mhm.
but it is a one way
Okay.
thing. It's
So there's
not
no way for us to get through without them
without
seeing us.
interacting with them.
Okay.
All right, let's all set phasers to stun.
Those who have phasers. Is there any way for me to get in the lobby, like undercover? Like, is there any cover in there?
I mean, if you got into the lobby, yes,
Okay.
but like to approach the lobby, no.
Oh, okay. Because what I wanted to do, because I wanted to throw, because I saw that he doesn't have a weapon,
Okay.
so I wanted to throw him my weapon
Okay.
and then prepare myself to sneak in.
Okay. You can roll a fitness con, difficulty 3.
Oh boy,
Goodness.
it's 11.
Not miles.
I'm gonna use 3 momentum, so I can use 4 dice.
Yeah, we should probably.
This
Might be one situation where we don't jump right into combat.
So, do I need to reroll that, Caleb, or does that look?
That looks like 14.
Is that 14? Okay. So I did not succeed. I got 2.
Was a little.
2 successes.
2 successes.
So as you're trying to like sneakily move down the hallway and like enter the lobby to hide, they see you. The 3 guards in the lobby see you, and they say, "Hey, freeze!" They tell you like get out of here. They do not want you
Okay.
in the lobby.
I will raise my hand and say, I believe there is an opportunity for us to learn from each other. It's called, I'm trying to distract so other people can do things as I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, listen, I believe that there is an opportunity for us all to.
So your science
Succeed.
officer is chatting with guards who do not want him there. What are your orders, Captain?
While that's happening, are we able to do a scan to see where everyone else is?
What's that mean?
Because we're separated. So they're doing this.
Yeah.
So we find the ATV.
Yeah.
Are we able to do a scan to see like where
Sure.
they're at?
Yeah.
Basically a map.
Let's have you do science control difficulty 2.
Perhaps he assists me with such
Couldn't
endeavors.
possibly.
Engineering,
I don't see how I'll help you.
engineering insight 4.
It's
No, it's fine. Whatever.
I got
Just blow it up.
16 and 8, so that's one success.
Okay.
That's one.
He's got a success.
Okay. So you guys can tell that you're practically pretty much on the other side of the ring, and it'll take about 5-ish minutes to get over there.
5.
On his ATV, I think that is.
Yeah.
It's a big ring.
Dang.
That's pretty good though.
That's pretty
That's good time.
I'm glad you brought that up. All right. So I think what we'll do is, because our 3 main objectives is get her, shut the radiation off and open up controls.
Are we
Bring the CEO to the planet.
Yeah.
Turn the mag lifts back on and
Right.
dispense the.
Are we close to the mag lifts, or is everything in the same room?
You are able to put together the controls to what you want to do are inside.
Which is where they
Where
are.
all
Okay.
people are.
All right. And say under orders of Regent Zameline, stand down.
Roll command presence. Difficulty 5.
5.
All right. I'm gonna use persuasion.
Yeah, that's fine.
So how many momentum do we have?
We have 3 of them.
All right. Let me buy a die.
Okay.
3, and then who's helping me? Anybody?
I'll let Mike roll presence command.
Okay. But even still, that's only 4.
Correct.
So there's no point.
Well, if you get your number less, you would get double.
Real nice rolls.
But also you can also buy an additional dice because he gets 2 more.
That would use up the rest of our momentum.
Just saying.
Okay. So I have 4 and you're rolling 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That good old wow. or
Yeah,
bad?
I got 2 deltas,
So that oh, it's one.
Oh my
That's
God.
4.
That's 4.
an 18 and a 13. I needed a 13
So that's
altogether.
5.
And my command is 4, so I got 2 under 4 and whatever. he
Well, the
got.
deltas count as 2 anyway. So.
So what did Michael get?
I got 1.
So we get 1 momentum back.
So you have.
Don't mess with me.
So okay. So you see the guards. You know you've been able to kind of convince them that really at the end of the day, while they take orders from the CEO, that like they're not really trying to start something with the region.
It's over.
And these 3 lower their weapons.
Okay.
So we still have to deal with the other.
And open the doors to the next section outside of the lobby that leads to the doors leading
Okay.
to the office.
So they escort us to where we need to go.
One thing that I would do is tell the ship to scan for the main power relays. So if things go south, we still have options.
Okay. Let's have you roll a science control. Somebody can roll sensor science. What did it say?
Sensors, what?
Nope, no success. It doesn't matter. It's nothing.
Okay.
Into it.
So you're not able to ascertain like where they're not able to on the Drake ascertain like where you could strike this ring where it would shut off power to this area. You go to the doors and these guards are again raising their weapons and they say, I don't know what you told those guys, but we're not letting you in here.
How close are we to these new
It's a
set of
small corridor. It's probably from that wall to that
It's
wall.
5 guys. You're like, yeah, no, we're going in. They're like, all right, you open it, and there's immediately just identical guard.
So
One of
I'm
us tells all truth, one of us tells all lies.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, tell you what I told them. I am here under orders of Regent Zameline. Stand down.
And they
No.
absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You are to leave.
I am not leaving.
As she's yelling, can we like can we slowly
Sure. Okay.
creep
What
forward?
are you saying?
Your game is over. It's done. Everyone's been cured. We've figured out what's going on. We found you out. It's over. Give up before this gets
Also-
messy.
So we're telling you that this is your last chance to leave the ring.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna start doing. Because I'm not
So
starting.
I'm wondering how far did I creep forward?
Not much.
Not much. I'm trying to edge it in like
Yeah. The answer is not.
Okay.
You went from that wall to where the laptop is.
All right, gang, pull out your phasers and start shooting.
So I would-
Combat.
I would like to do a ready,
Has it been 5 minutes?
because
Almost.
I would like to do a ready. So because I don't have a phaser,
Uh-huh.
the moment that everybody else fires,
hmm
I would like to step forward and grab the one on all the way to the left.
Okay.
No.
I will because Mike has quick to action. You can, if you're opening fire, Mike can make the first.
Oh my God, do it, Mike, do it.
I already have 2 successes. I was looking to see if I could get a third. 3 plus security. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, wait, does it say on your thing what?
That does sound right.
Oh, no, yeah, it's 3, because you have laser weapons. You don't have phase pistols. That's right, you have laser weapons. I forgot to give you cage weapons.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
So Michael's rolling 8 dice.
So, yeah, so you guys, she said it's on thing, so you guys are rolling, it's on a setting from 1 to 3.
After all that, I got 3 2s.
So
So
6.
6. Okay.
That's an injury, unless he has resistance.
All the
No.
rest, 3s and 4s.
Okay, so one of them, you shoot one of them, and they hold, they kind of hold themselves. They don't collapse, but they basically just kind of stumble a little bit. So now you can roll again. You can either aim at that one again or a different one.
I'll probably aim at that one again.
Okay, same exact thing.
2 successes. Then roll the pile.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 2, and a 5. All the rest are 3s and 4s.
2 and a 5. Okay, so with that, the one of them collapses. They get knocked out. I'll have sound and roll. 14. And 3 and a 10. Okay. And then it is a security. So it's a 3. So I'm rolling what? 7. Okay. This is Sandon is shooting at another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then it was you.
11. 2?
Yeah.
5?
Uh-oh. Are you using a momentum to cancel that, or?
So I'm gonna say you shoot at him and you just completely
Misses little face, huh?
yeah.
Neat.
Are
Now
they?
you're gonna roll
Okay.
control security
Something like
control.
Okay. Success.
Okay, so
4.
there's one who is like staggered.
Okay.
4 and 3.
Okay, there's one who's staggered and he's like reacting to getting shot by Sonodin, and there's
Yeah.
one who is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at the perfectly fine one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just rolling whatever your security number is plus 3.
So that's
3 deltas and 1.
4 damage. Are they distracted, or?
You have
Yeah.
take your major action and step closer to them because they are not within like slow walking distance.
Mine was.
Oh, so I can't use movement to jump
You
forward.
can close the gap, but you're gonna have to wait until to take the next action.
Oh,
They were not
yeah,
close enough to take a minor step,
Oh, okay.
like move
It'll
over.
cost you like 3 action points.
Okay.
If
I use-
forward enough,
And then using momentum, I can't leap the gap, can I?
close the gap. You're saying,
Okay,
like,
yes.
can you use momentum to close the gap?
Yes. To make an action.
If
right?
you spend 2 momentum, you can close the gap,
Okay, I'll use the 2.
and now you can roll to attack.
Okay. And I'm going. Is the one on the left injured, or is he fine?
They're all staggered. So one is incapacitated, and the 2 of them are staggered.
Or staggered? Okay. So wow, I have hand-to-hand combat as a focus.
Yep.
So I got 4 successes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put 3 back. And now, actually, I'm gonna put 2 back, because I'm use 1 to get an extra dice. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Can I have a dice?
Yes.
Thank you. Because I'm gonna roll. Call me a dice right now. Okay, so, that one does nothing. Nothing. A bunch of nothings.
So are you attacking the one that Sandon shot at or the one House shot at?
The one that house shot at.
Okay.
So I did 2, 3, 4 damage, and one of them is a special. So if you try to avoid injury, it costs more.
Okay. So that happens. You see him pressing. The rest of you see that the Sova is like applying their pressure to him. He doesn't go down. He yells very loudly. And that's when you two show up on the ATV. Okay. Now I'm gonna go for the guard that isn't getting nerve pinched.
John and I just like jump off the four-wheeler and just like blows up and just like.
He takes a shot and he
Who is he?
misses. He misses.
Got a
He's
Who is he shooting at?
He's like,
he was shooting at you because you're closest to him.
Okay.
Okay, and which one of you wants to shoot first?
So we call you hear it, and then you just hear the thing, and there's just dust, and then through the dust, where you go walking through
Yes.
one of these, and I have
Oh, dual lasers.
Dual laser weapons. Okay.
Yes, queen.
Okay,
Come
so roll security control. Are you're shooting at the one that Sova doesn't have, right?
probably
Okay,
should do that.
That's fine.
I have like my robot arm. I'm just like.
I'm gonna. So it's been 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 3
Because you're
because
shooting
you're shooting both weapons.
Difficulty 3.
Correct.
That's fine. I do have
Blank. Never seen it.
again with the antenna stuff. I feel like I have better perception for
That's fine.
doing things. I have it as a talent. I don't know what that does.
You're aware of like spatial.
So that sounds like I would get
You
a
have,
better
you have a
shot.
better shot of shooting.
So
Yeah.
what does that mean for this roll? Do I get any special bits?
Would it make it a 2 again, or?
I would make, if you roll any effects on your damage, you do +1 damage
I
because
see.
you're being pinpointed. There's probably a word in the game for it, but that's what I'm going
Do you want to use a momentum to buy an extra dice?
I'd love that.
Okay.
I think it's like vicious, maybe, is what it's
I
called
think-
in the
yes.
game.
I feel like I could be assisted by somebody.
We're shooting at the same time.
Well, then roll security. Roll.
Just out of the dust. So wait, can I buy a?
Yeah, you go ahead. You're already paid.
I already paid.
You got 3.
Oh,
I got to switch over to Isaac's.
I got a 1, a delta, and a 5. So I rolled 2
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
critical successes and a 5. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
No, that's 5.
That's 5.
That's fine.
And so it's 2 back.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
What did I need?
2 successes?
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay. Okay. So you are going to roll separately. You're going to roll 3 plus your security number. That's how many d6s you're going to roll.
Okay.
Where's all that figures you're saying?
Thanks.
Oh,
So I need
yeah.
1 more.
Sorry.
All right. I just need
Is
to.
so I got 3 plus my security, which is 2.
So you're going to roll that.
My
Okay.
security is better. for
Tell
Isaac than-
tell us, and then you're going to do it again for the secondary pistol.
This is going to be so much damage.
This guy's gonna get blown out of the water. All right, so not a lot happened. I only got 2 little
2 explosions.
Yeah.
So we're both shooting at the same guy that's already like.
Great.
Okay, so you get 2 in the first one.
You got 5 altogether.
5 altogether.
Got 4 deltas.
Okay.
Because they both
Alright.
shot the same guy, right?
Yes. All right.
He is really stunned.
Okay. I rolled an effect. So when you both shoot at him with 3 weapons,
Yeah.
Does he die?
he dies.
No.
Good. First death of the game.
His
Wow, yeah.
his
Did
you
he die
watch
from a stun?
Well, he got stunned 3 times.
He was already almost
so you
down.
So you have low setting laser weapons.
Yeah.
So you're basically
basically.
you're basically like doubling up on how much lasers you're shooting.
All right.
Whatever.
Actually,
Honestly, like,
tripling how many lasers.
I have no problem.
it's okay. They're not good people, so it's not
So
like
what you all watch is from behind you, three different lines of laser fire cuts in between you four because he's up close,
Oh yes.
and you watch as one of the guys in the middle, you just watch his armor and uniform just burst into flames, and then you watch it just cook him,
oh
Wow.
and
Too much.
Yes.
and he screams and just collapses to the ground.
so then I yell to the one that's left alive, say, stand down, stop,
He's
stop shooting us.
Does he listen or do I bear down?
Let's have you roll. He doesn't.
He doesn't. I'm because I meant to do 3.
I'm on your side, and I think that's a strength.
So I got 2 successes,
Okay.
and so I can get 1 back, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you can just roll for me.
All right. I'm gonna roll my
What's this?
7.
Just do it just in case you roll all blanks or something.
All right. That's nothing. That's nothing. The guy is face is melted off. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Like,
7 with 3 statuses.
Okay. So you grab him and he doesn't even yell. He just falls right to the ground.
yeah. All right. Roll on, team.
So
House would check that guy that got shot. House would.
okay. So you go up to him
Would you check all of them? Because
No,
And
just the one that
just the
got.
one that shot.
and
This is the one who burst into flames.
and
I
as
just look at
you
the captain. I was like, he's dead.
as you approach the guard, you look at him, and not quite all the way through,
Yeah, I
but
can
a
see the floor.
good portion of him is not present where they shot him. So
Is he suffering or is he dead?
he's not making any noise, even though you don't know everything about Fosstarian. You're pretty confident.
I don't have to be a medical professional.
Right.
All right.
So
roll.
so now you have an engineering control difficulty 2 task to bypass the locking mechanism of the book.
So I have my hand
Yeah.
interface.
If you use your hand, I'll make it a difficulty 1.
Yeah, I'll do it. So it's a what? Engineering.
When you roll, include a D6.
Okay.
When you make your 2d20 roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's engineering control difficulty 1.
Control.
Why didn't we make the last one alive do the door control?
He wouldn't do it. Because I was holding on to him, like, is he giving up? And Will said
Please
no.
comply. He was not complying.
So I need a 13.
Mhm.
I rolled a 2, which is under my engineering number.
But do you have a focus?
Focus. Don't have a focus in my hand, but I have like machine operation,
Would that count? Machine operation?
composure, energy weapon, starship defense.
It's not really a.
I have a focus in starship.
I don't want to say it's really a machine. Like it is and it isn't. So
So-
what did you get on your D6?
I got 1 explosion.
Okay, great. So the doors open. Clark gets the doors open. Obviously, I'm not going to be a jerk, and so you guys are all ready to shoot into the thing.
Mhm.
And when you're in there, you see that the CEO is like, she's awake and sitting in the chair, but you can tell she is like very groggy, and that the head researcher guy that had been talking to you guys on the Drake has a weapon in his hand and he's ready to fire. But as he sees the door open, the body of the one guard slumps into the room. And he just kind of stands there and he looks, and then he just slowly puts his particle rifle like down on the desk.
Excellent choice.
Smart man.
Is the one that died the one slumped in?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
God.
Yes.
I thought it was the other one.
No, it's the dead one.
First, let me tell him to open the elevators.
You're
Turn on the elevators.
And so they walk over and they turned back on the maglos.
Now shut the radiation off.
And they say to you that they're willing to, but we haven't dispensed the cure to everybody. Radiation is so far
hurting them more.
staving things off.
Is it true though from BMS that it's hurting them more?
No, remember the doctor learned that the radiation doesn't
It's
absolutely
not
help
doing
him?
anything.
I see what he's saying though, like shutting the radiation off, like immediately is gonna make them sicker until they get the cure.
Yeah.
It's a yes and a no. It will obviously hurt, but it'll obviously affect them, but it probably won't.
I would say tell us how to turn it off.
Yeah.
So we can leave people up on the ring ready to turn off.
Okay. So
Oh,
let's do that. I just want to secure like the codes, the security codes and stuff from them. And
Okay.
then I want them to come with us and bring them both down to the region.
Sure.
I think House is in agreement of the radiation situation.
Being left on.
For
For
now,
now.
I think he would stay up there and make sure like it gets shut off like after everybody's been administered the treatment.
Okay.
So yeah, so effectively we can end it there, because basically what's going to end up happening is you're going to take the CEO down to the regent, and they're going to deal with her
Yeah.
in their own judicial
I
way.
just want to know from her why. I want to know what the angle was.
Because they control everything, they make lucrative. They make a lot of money from the anti-radiation medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So originally the company got rid of the original virus.
Yeah, that's true.
They saved everybody.
Okay.
And now the company, they built the ring, and the ring kept them safe, and the radiation eliminated the first virus.
Yeah, they did
So
their job.
they've been living under the protection of the company for over 100
Hitler
years.
brought more jobs to Germans.
Well, sure.
Wow.
I feel like they did their job originally, but then
Yeah.
once they saw that they could capitalize on it as well, they just took advantage of it.
Basically, they enjoyed the monopoly of the anti-radiation medicine. They would do it with the cure too.
Yeah.
Incinerated.
And so then what you learn is that ImmuCorp and herself and ImmuCorp people did not have they had the cure.
What do you mean?
Had it the whole time.
They're all inoculated. As actual John brought out, that this is obviously going to have huge sweeping repercussions for their society and will necessitate long-term difficult change. Because ImmuCorp has colored virtually every aspect of their life,
That's so
from
sad.
healthcare to food production to fashion, like literally everything. Because remember, they have the gold like stuff on their radiation pieces.
All right.
The regent arrests and incarcerates all of the corporation leaders along with it. They can take control of the ring, and they shut down the barrage of radiation.
Nice.
We did it.
The vaccine obviously will rid the disease from the planet, likely forever. There's really no reason why it would come back.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is that the planet's ecosystem, because of the heavy radiation bombardment, will take generations for it to return.
Cool.
That sucks.
So they'll have to rebuild their food production and infrastructure to function in a new post-ImmuCorp.
Well, their water supply
Not a
is
very
gonna
happy
be
ending.
heavily radiated for a while too.
I mean, a relatively happy ending. That concludes a cure
Work.
worse than the disease.
Very worse than it only took one bit.
Bye.
Goodbye, Michael.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye, Mike.